Okay. I'm a little bit late. Hey. Marcel's here. Hi, Pascal. I'm sending out requests, guys. Y'all know. Everybody says they don't get it when I come live, so I'm just requesting everybody. So give me a minute. All right. I think that's everybody. Hi. Hi, Stacy. Stacy, when are we gonna do the interview, mommy? You ain't get back to me. So what's up, guys? What's up? So as mentioned, today's topic is going to be about the difference between temptation and direction. As of lately, I feel like a lot of us have a lot of decisions to make in business, in partnership, and in life in general, right? And we're struggling with those decisions. And I've been trying to help as many as possible to make the decisions. And for me, anytime I'm faced with challenges, I like to think about how my decision making process is going to not just affect me, but my family, especially my children, and stuff like that. So, sorry guys. I feel like my definition is temptation is anything that you know you really shouldn't do, but you just want to try, so to speak. And it's mostly for a selfish reason, self-serving reason, I should say. And direction is when you feel guided or called to do something for your betterment or the benefit of someone else. That's what it means to me. Okay? There is a question box here. If anybody wants to, if you have any questions, you can use it. Or if you want to go live with me, you can request to come in and, share your thoughts and opinions on today's topic. So, today's topic is the difference between temptation and direction. And I've already given my little 2 cents on it. So, I did research Hi, Wild here. So, I did research. Sapphire Empress, how you doing? Natasha, how you doing? So, I did research Webster's or Wikipedia definition. And temptation is the desire to do something, especially something wrong or unwise, right? And I have to agree with that. So if we want to get biblical, we can start from the book of Genesis, from the very beginning, when God said, don't eat from that particular tree of knowledge of good and evil. And Eve was tempted by the serpent to do so, right? Even though she knew she wasn't supposed to, she still was able to be tempted to do something she knew was wrong. Again, there was when Jesus did his fasting on the mountain, he was tempted as well. So it's like every time you're doing something for the greater good, someone will always come along to try to throw you off. And I always say that there is a fight for your energy, negatively and positively, and whichever side you feed will grow. So you have to be careful when making choices. Is this self-serving? How is this going to benefit me or my family or loved ones or whoever, my business in the long run, right? Start thinking about future and not present in some of these, decision making. Hello, how are you? So they say biblically, temptation means primarily denotes a trial in which man, us, has free choice of being faithful or unfaithful to God. Only secondarily does it signify allurement, or seduction to sin. Okay? Hey, fat man. Hey, lovingly. Right? So this goes back to, just sums up what I've been saying about temptation. Okay? So, guys, you have to be careful not to be tempted, especially when you've started on a path in which is only for your betterment. Okay? You've decided, or you feel guided to make some changes. And then all of a sudden, the person that you've liked for so long comes along, and that person starts saying all the right things. It's temptation to throw you off your path. You have to be careful, guys. So direction in Wikipedia or Webster's dictionary is a course along which someone or something moves. Okay? Biblically, it's steps of a man that are established by the Lord. Okay? So I always, like, there is a lot of people that they'll say, I don't know why, but I just felt to go this particular way. And when you took that particular way, something happened. Hey, Christy, right? And it was for your benefit or someone else's benefit. Like, you were guided to go this particular way, and you were able to help someone that was in need, or, an animal or something like that. That's guidance, right? And so that's the difference between, in my opinion, when you're feeling guided and tempted. Does anyone have any questions on the topic? Hi, Angie. Also, guys, when you're being guided to make moves in life, a lot of things start to align for you to make those moves. So it's time to move to a different state or job or whatever. And everything is aligning for that particular thing to happen. But the fear of, of it maybe not working out for the long haul or something will come up to stop you from taking this opportunity. I feel like with this pandemic, a lot of us are being challenged to find something within ourselves that we can call our own and coin for ourselves, right? But because of distraction, because of, I guess, lack of support or whatever. You seem heavy today. Are you okay? I'm good. Yeah. I just wanted to come on here and talk about the difference between temptation and direction, because I feel like a lot of us are confusing the two. Just joined. Can you please recap the question? Yes, Angie. So we're going over the difference between temptation and direction. And I said that I felt that temptation was anything to throw you off of a plan or path with something that you know will not serve you or others. And direction, in my opinion, is a path in which will be beneficial for you or someone else. So if anyone had any questions on the topic. Nope. All right. Well, yeah, Chrissy, I'm good. So that's basically what we wanted to just come and discuss real quick. And another topic I wanted to raise is with this spirituality, so to speak, right? We all have and come from different backgrounds and walks of life. And so because of that, we all practice and have, different belief systems and stuff like that. So if you're curious and you want to know something, you ask questions, and something doesn't align with you or resonates with you, that's okay. But I'm finding that, and, a friend of mine that I grew up with, she made a post today about, people asking questions, and then when they ask questions, they got distant. because I guess whatever the answer was probably didn't resonate with them. It's okay to disagree, but it's never okay to be disrespectful. Okay? You have to learn that there are different people that practice things differently, and as long as it's not affecting you personally, just mind your business. Move around. It's never that serious, guys. Okay? So that's my little 2 cents on that. So I guess we don't have any questions on the topic. Hey, Shanita, what's up? Camera Shy, what's up? So, boundaries. There is a difference. There's a difference. Okay, so we talked about boundaries before, and I feel like a lot of people have boundaries because of who the boundaries are mostly going to affect. Yes, I'm crossing people that are reminding me of my path. I'm supporting people that are dealing with addictions and family issues. Wow. So, yeah, a lot of people are struggling with boundaries because of who the boundaries are going to have to be set up against. And you shouldn't be afraid to set boundaries. Boundaries are healthy. The thing is, when you set a boundary, said boundary needs to come with a consequence. And it needs to be a doable consequence. Don't be setting boundaries and setting these consequences you know you can't fulfill. Or it's just ridiculous. And if you set a boundary, the consequence also needs to be explained. Okay? The comments coming in slow. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Angie. Yes, boundaries are very healthy. And Angered Dr. Tyra is here. And yes, very healthy. And they need to be issued to everyone in every situation. So if you don't have boundaries, guys, people are going to run all over you. And that's just the truth. Boundaries and intentions needs to be set. Reason being, and I said this before, if you don't have your intentions set when you start a business or relationship or anything, you better believe that the other side has an intention for you. And because you don't have one, you're just going to be used. And then when your purpose is fulfilled, you're going to be feeling robbed. Okay? Me and my husband realized that yesterday at his brother's funeral, that you have boundaries between certain people that are not for you in your best interest. Absolutely. Boundaries are so important to set. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Call them, what is the other word for it? Dr. Tyra, help me here. Ultimatums, that's the word, or boundaries, whatever you want to call it, but they need to come up. You need to have them. Okay? So because people aren't mind readers, right? And everybody was raised different and have different belief systems, like I said. So you need to sometimes spell it out for people what you want, what you mean, and that's it. Okay? Because a lot of us get into friendships, partnerships, relationships, and you think that because you are a certain way that other people are just going to be the same. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Everyone thinks differently. Everyone, they just are, guys. Okay? Nobody has the same heart or mind that you do. Some people have similarities, but it's really different. The candle worked. That's amazing. Well, the candle only works when we work together, right? Shut it down. Energy vampires are real. Yes, Angie, they are. I have to identify needs, wants, and yes, negotiables. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So these are the healthy things, guys, that you need to apply to every situation, ship, entanglement, relationship, partnership of life. You have to, everybody needs to know where you're at all times. And people are very fickle. We are very emotional. And what you want today, you might not want tomorrow, and that's okay. You just need to be able to express yourself in a healthy way, because some people don't know how to express themselves in a healthy and understandable way. Do you think you'll need to direct your boundaries to what? Dedicate your boundaries, or can they be known in the way you act or carry yourself? That's what people lack. So, like I said, Tia, yes, they need to be spoken. Because like I said, people aren't mind readers. So if you're acting a certain way, people might not necessarily pick up on the message that you're putting down. So it's better to just be honest and open and say, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, and let them say, I can try, or this is something I can do, or this is something I cannot do. Okay? I stopped going to certain places where I know drama is present. That's a good one too. If you know that there is a particular place or person that every time you're around there is that energy, it is good to not go. Learn where to go and where not to go, and how long to stay, because yeah, that's important as well. Like Dr. Angratara is always saying, protect your energy. Protect your energy. Because there's just some people that at some times when your energy is disturbed, it is so hard to get back on balance that it's just not necessary to even let people take you there. Yes, Shanito, very important. Protect your energy. Hi, Nicole. So intentions and boundaries need to be verbally spoken. And in some cases, that is what contracts are. That is what contracts are. You know what is expected of you. They know what is expected of them. And they know what's going to happen if that contract is not honored. Okay? Is it okay to cut off a family member who refuses to stop verbally disrespecting you? It is absolutely okay, necessary, and necessary to do so. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. Such as a sister, a mother, a brother, a father, a child. So, remember I told you guys, I don't particularly like to cut people off, so to speak, though it is necessary at times. What I do is, after I tell you what the boundaries and consequences are and you violate, I let you know you're violating, right? And if after I let you know you're violating, your first response isn't, you know, my bad, I didn't mean to, or I didn't think I was, and then you readjust yourself. If I tell you violating and you throw your middle finger up at me, either intentionally or not intentionally, then I'm going to remove you. Now, if I remove you so far that we never speak again, that's on you. Okay? I'm a Virgo. My cutoff game is strong. I will really make you, we will be in the same room and you will have to look at yourself and be like, yo, she don't see me here. I will not acknowledge your existence. Acknowledging or genuine apology. Absolutely. Yes, that's why my husband had to cut off his daughter. It's sad. It is sad. 10 football. I'm telling you, yes, just had to cut off my aunt. It happens. It happens. It happens. It's just, I understand that statement. I am the same way. Yeah. True Virgo. Yep. That's me. I will have you questioning, like, for real, like, am I really here looking at your body? Like, can she not see me? She could see you. She's just not going to pay you any attention. So he said he didn't think she would even give him a drink of water if he asked, shaking my head. Listen, most of the time, sorry guys, I'm always getting calls. So most of the time, it's family who can affect you, or yes, I'm gonna say it. It's family who is affecting you directly. Some people care about opinions, period. And when you care about others' opinion, it can, hey Levante, and will affect your life. Okay? It can and will affect your life. But family, because of that blood tie, listen, I recommend, if you believe in prayer, that you pray. Because family, they can either lift you up or really pull you and keep you down. It's always the closest ones. Yup. I was about to say the same thing. Yep. Unbothered behavior. You must learn how to become unbothered. Yeah. That's another way of protecting your peace. And it's not to say that unbothered, but you have to pick and choose what you really give your energy to. So, I'm like a mama bear, and that's kind of my buttons, right? The kids are my button. My husband and I are adults, and so we kind of know how to deal with certain things. He knows my buttons and I know his, and we'll push him from time to time, right? But my kids are my button. I just don't mess with my kids. I'm an adult. If you have a problem with me, pretty much we can handle it, but just don't mess with my kids. Then all bets are off. All bets are off. Hey, always loving me. Is it Fraser? Hi. So, yeah, guys, it's important to protect your energy. Very, very important. It's just a lot that I want to say that I have to filter it first, because, like, when I read some people and I tell them some things, you guys already know the answer, but it be family. And a lot of people want to know, who. I promise you guys, the who is not important. The fact that there's a revelation that somebody close to you is doing something, just pray against it, because the who is really not important. Yes, I feel like since everyone knows I'm so unbothered, they attack me through my kids. It happens all the time, Chrissy. He don't even know what he did to her. Oh, wild here. That's sad. I mean, I'm my mother's favorite, and there are times where I've never not spoken to my mother, but there's times where I've had to say the certain things, and my mom is really sensitive, and she'll just, like, back off for a little while, but then she always comes around. But I'm the type of person where if something's bothering me, you're not gonna hear it back from 2 and 3 and 4 people. That's something I'm gonna let you know personally, respectfully, but I'm gonna personally let you know. And there's been times where you have, and that's where it comes back to boundaries, guys. Though I love her dearly, I have my boundaries. Yep. So listen, sometimes you got to break away from the blood ties, the family ties, because those are that's one of the reasons to why we can easily be affected by family. So disconnect yourself spiritually, emotionally, mentally from that. So I saw a post the other day that says family is who you choose and a relative is who you share blood with, right? And that resonated with me. Even though I have a very close-knit family, me and my family are very close, but it's true. It's true. There's sometimes you're going to meet people in life that's not your family that will help and support and do more things for you than the people that are blood related would ever do for you. And that's just true. Ah, boy. Angie, give it to God, my sister. Give it to God. My mother's the same way, but her mouth has no filter. I see it. Just pray. Yes. Just pray, sister. My mom has filter. My mommy's a sweetheart. She doesn't like confrontation at all. Yes. So that's one of my prayers. Like I always tell you, the energies I deal with is remove and replace. So if there's anything coming from anywhere or anyone that is not of God, it has to go back. I don't care who it is. If you sent it to me, you're getting it back. Period. Every single day, that's my prayer. Okay? Now, if you're sending me well wishes and blessings, you're getting that back as well. I want that for you too. But I'm telling you right now, return to sender every day. Every day. I already did. I'm telling everyone that it's the way I give it to God. Yep. Give it. That's the only thing you can do. Vengeance is not ours. Let it hurt. Let it sink in. Let it break your heart. Shed a couple tears and let it go. I promise you, you could not plan a better revenge than what God has for a person that's coming at you falsely, wrongly, or unjustifiably. Believe me. I know, Angie, very strong. Oh my God. Stop him. I just bought 2 lobsters, guys, and one is killing one of my fish. Oh my God. Oh. Yes. Yes, Nicole, give it to God. Give it to God. Trust me. It's sometimes it gets hard. Don't get me wrong. To know that you haven't done anything to anyone and here comes all this fight and all this stuff. It's hurtful. It's hard. It breaks your heart, right? But oh, Shanito, no. No, they're babies. I put food in there for them and they're, man. Hello. But yes, guys. Surf and turf. Stop. But my husband said he let it go, so it's fine. But for real, guys, it's hard. It's hard to know that you love people and they don't love you back with the same intention that you give out. It's hard to know that someone would hurt you or children for absolutely no reason. It is. But wickedness is real, but so is God, and that power it's for me, that power is way more, stronger than anything out there. So just remember, learn to discern between what you're being tempted to do and what you feel guided to do. That was the purpose of this live today. The difference between temptation and direction. Really sit down and do the pros and cons. And I believe pen to paper is a very effective method. Okay, write it down. If I do this, how will it benefit me or my family in the long run, especially if you have children? I believe that it is very selfish for parents to make moves and do things without considering how it affects children. Okay? They don't have choice. Okay? We're their providers and protectors and all of that. You have to consider your children when making big decisions. All right? Please consider your children. Then consider how it is going to affect you, in other ways as well, and how it's going to benefit you and how it's going to benefit others. Okay? I always tell you guys, it's when you just think about yourself, self, it's very short-lived. But when you can think about others, it's something that just opens doors for everything else in life. I've been very selfless and I've been very dedicated to helping others. And because I feel like I have done that, I always, no matter what it is, anytime I feel like I need something, there's always someone who comes and helps me, because I just believe that helping people is the right thing to do. Okay? Please, guys, please. I have young children. My oldest is 20. My youngest is 4. In between, I have 17, 14, 10, 6, 8. Okay? In between. So I have all ages, all stages. If you have children and you feel like your children are struggling through this pandemic because they can't socialize the way they used to, or they're struggling with any kind of anything, whether it be socializing, whether it be their body, whether it be, talking to you, whatever it is you feel like your kids need help with and you feel like it's above you or they don't want to communicate with you, I'm here. I am willing to help. I have a team of people like Dr. Angratira and others who will help you. Okay? I try to talk to my kids. Yes, God always makes a way when you're pure in heart. That's a fact. Okay? I always try to check in on my kids because as a parent, thank you. I have 5. You're truly blessed and highly favored. Thank you. I try to check in with them as often as possible just to see where they're at mentally, emotionally. As a parent, you know your kids. You know your kids better than anybody, or you should know your kids better than anybody. And you can tell when, say you have a child. Hey, First Lady. Say you have a child who is usually really talkative and playful and jovial. And then all of a sudden, that child is sleeping all day or staying to themselves and they're not talking as much. Something's going on and you need to invest some time in finding out what that is. Yes. Okay? So please, make sure that you're checking in on your children. All right? Another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is today I have a sister of mine, and there are days, guys, where we just don't feel ourselves, and it's going to happen from time to time. We're human, and a lot has changed for us during this pandemic. Our day-to-day routines have been drastically thrown off and stuff like that. It's important to take some breathing time for yourselves. Go outside, especially for my earth sign people. Go outside if you can do it barefoot and connect with Mother Nature, connect with the universe, and visualizing yourself releasing any thoughts, feelings, or emotions that are no longer serving you. And with every breath that you take, you're gaining or you're retrieving something positive. And then before you go back in, you just spin. You spin your roll. That's what we call it. You spin your roll. It's fine, Jody. Hey, you spin your roll and you go back inside and you leave whatever was not serving you out there. Okay, this can work for anybody, regardless of what sign you are, but earth sign people, that is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This is extremely important for us to do on a regular basis, is to connect with the earth. Okay, a lot of us as signs in the zodiac, we our energy comes from different places, right? So if you're an air sign, being out in nature, period, is good for you. Your earth sign, you want to be walking barefooted as much as possible. Fire signs, the sun is your source. Okay, water signs, of course, any body of water, and the moon. Okay, however, we can all benefit from the elemental energies. Okay, I'm going loyal support gain group to gain. I'm looking for a good and loyal support group to gain when doves cry. Okay, so Angie, this March coming up, Hello Nurse and I are starting a group. Okay, this group is going to meet at least twice a month. It's going to be called Safe Space, and you're going to be able to come in here and talk about whatever you need to talk about. We're going to do spiritual exercises and all of that stuff. So if this is something that anybody's interested in it, Hello Nurse and I will be putting it out by the end of this week, and then we're gonna decide how many people can come in or whatever the case may be. But remember, guys, my DMs are always available for anyone that wants to talk. There's a lot of people here who's reached out to me, and they know I will always get back to you guys and help as much as I can. Okay, that's crazy, because when I meditate, it's during sun and it does something for me. Chrissy, I'm telling you. But Virgo is earth, so everything applies to Virgos. Yes, I mean, elemental energy we can all benefit from, but as you know, we're under different elements. Those elements will, I guess, amplify, and strengthen us, right? So that's what it is. But we can all benefit from every elemental energy. I know I use them all. Even though I'm a Virgo, I work with moon energy most. Okay? But being a Virgo, when I'm in a funk, the worst thing I can do is not go outside. It's the worst thing I could do. Okay? So guys, thank you, Doc. So guys, I thank you all for joining me today. I'm going to save the live, so anybody that missed it can go back and watch what the topic was and why I raised the topic. I feel like we all have a lot of decisions to make and are going to make in the next few months. Please make it from a conscious level, right? Please never, ever, ever, ever make a decision out of emotions. Okay? Emotions change all the time, and then you're stuck with the decision you made. All right? So never make decisions from an emotional place. Okay? You're welcome, Jody. And while I have Jody here, Jody thanks me all the time for something. And like I said, I wasn't always at a place where I am now. And I remember one day I was sitting in church, and the pastor was preaching, and the preaching was resonating. It was resonating. And it came to the part of the sermon where they said, to sow the seed part. And I never had it to sow. And I always prayed and said that if I ever, got to a level where I could help someone, I would. And that day when I saw you in Prophet Desmond's live, and you said the same prayer I prayed, I knew I had to do something. So it's like I said, every single person that I meet here on Instagram or through Spiritual Essentials, it's an answered prayer. You guys are a blessing to me and my family as well. Okay? When you're upset, give it 24 hours before you respond. That's a good tip, Chrissy. Thank you, Doc. I think you're awesome as well. It's the best for me. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Shanito. I appreciate all of you as well. Trust me. Thank you. I appreciate you all too. I love you all too. Like I said, we're all family now. We are all family now. Thank you, guys. So the next live we're going to do, I've been studying, guys, in the book, and I know your favorite topics is zodiacs and the crystals that go with each one. So I've studied the crystals and I've studied the birthstones, and we're going to bring that out and tell you what they are, what the health benefits and spiritual benefits are. And so keep looking out for that. Thank you, First Lady. I love you all too. Thank you. Yes. Spiritual Essentials has made me believe in humanity again. Definitely. I don't watch the news as much as I used to because it would break my heart how humans treat other people. Yep. But being here with you guys, my faith in humanity has been restored. Definitely. Hey, Renee. Hey. All right. So, guys, I'm gonna go now, and I'm gonna save the live. Renee, you came as soon as I'm leaving. I'm glad God led me to you. I'm glad God led me to you too. It's the empath in you. Thank you. It's the empath in you too, Chrissy. All right. So we're all on this journey together, right? And I'm learning from you guys as you guys are learning from me. And I appreciate you. And I appreciate all of you for trusting me and, allowing me to share my thoughts and opinions. Yes. Right. So this girl believes in prayer and fasting and God. I do work with spirit. I do work with, my angels and spirit guides and ancestors and stuff like that. I do. And I respect others that do too. But whatever does not resonate with me, I don't apply it to my practice. But I don't disrespect anyone for, the viewers. Congratulations on reaching 1,000 and growing. Oh my God, I forgot about that. Okay. My sister-in-law sent me a text message yesterday. And she was like, she circled the viewers. I jumped out of bed because I did not know. I knew I reached 1,000, but I didn't know it was more than that. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. That really made my day. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, Tia. Thank you. All right? Thank you. And trust me, I already told you guys, Spiritual Essentials is all about giving back. So whatever you guys pour into me, believe you me, I'm pouring back into you guys and others. Okay? Thank you guys. I love you. Mwah.